Hello, good morning, everyone. My name's Christina, and I thought I'd demo a few yoga poses that could help with reducing anxiety and depression. These are postures that certainly help me in the moments where I feel stressed, overwhelmed, and just need a moment to myself. And so I hope this finds someone who really needs it today. You can start in an easy seat, maybe crisscross applesauce with the legs if that's comfortable for you. And your hands can be gently placed above your knees. As you start to ground into your sit bones, I want you to think about having a nice and tall spine here. Relaxing those shoulders, bringing them up and down your back. When we settle in here, just notice the breath as it comes in and out of your body. Just noticing here, not trying to change anything about your breath. Maybe noticing the parts of your body that feel grounded onto the mat, where your sit bones meet the ground, your toes, maybe parts of your thighs. And then maybe just noticing the air around you. Where we are, we have a nice little breeze going on. The sounds of birds chirping behind us. The feeling of the warmth of the sun just giving us a nice big hug. Let's all take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, ah sound out. Ha. In through the nose, we breathe it nice and rich. This time like you're blowing out a candle nice and gently. Last time, let's take a nice big inhale through our nose. And then one more time, blow it out like a little candle. And coming back to your natural breath. Just in and out through your nose. Already feeling a little bit calmer, a little more relaxed. Maybe here we start with some gentle movement of our body. Make small little circles with your hips. Maybe rocking from side to side. Maybe you make those circles a little bigger. We're just starting to warm up the body and just notice the sensations in our body this morning. And so these circles can feel like a nice, juicy hug for yourself. And you make it feel good. It doesn't have to look a certain way. It doesn't have to be a certain way. You just let your body move in a way that feels good. Yeah. Nice and juicy. Maybe from here, lift those hands up towards the sky. And we're going to give a nice gentle stretch. We can drop our right hand down, our left hand step over our head. You're feeling nice and grounded to the earth. As we inhale, we rise back up. Hands go back to the sky. As we exhale, we drop our left hand as we gently bring extension with that right hand. There we go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale as we rise. Exhale as we mindfully stretch our left side. Inhale back to center. And exhale to the other side. And then one more. Maybe we make it really beautiful and flowy. Last side here, friends. Now from here, I want you to find a child's pose. We're going to rotate ourselves and bring our knees as wide as comfortable. They don't have to be super wide, but just make it feel good for you. Maybe your toes are touching behind you as you lay your arms nice and long towards the top of your mat. And you can rest your forehead gently on top of that mat here. Let's just melt your hips back towards your toes. A few mindful breaths right here. This is an excellent posture to really feel grounded to the earth, to really feel your presence. Deep inhale through your nose. And an equally deep exhale out your nose. You're really becoming present on the four corners of your mat here. And just letting all of the sensations surround you. From here, we'll walk up into a tabletop pose. So you're coming onto your hands and knees. And you're stacking your hips right above your knees. Your hands are shoulder width distance apart. And your shoulders are stacked right above your wrists. So this is the lines that you want. You look like a little tabletop here. And from here, we're going to take some cat-cows. So on an inhale breath, drop your belly, your gaze lifts, your tailbone goes towards your side. On an exhale, you round through that spine. Your gaze goes towards your thighs. You're pressing your mat away. Inhale, as you come into your cow pose. You drop the belly. Gaze goes high. Exhale, round the spine. Cat pose. Press into those hands. 2 more times. Inhale to your cow. And exhale to your cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. And exhale to your cat. You're doing great. From here, as we come back to our neutral tabletop, you're going to tuck your toes. Start to lift your knees as we transition into what we call a downward facing dog. So you're lifting your hips up towards the sky, and you're beginning to find this inverted V shape in your body. You can keep a gentle bend in your knees if that feels better for you. You may want to walk your dog by slowly bending one knee and then the other. You may want to drop your heels one side and then off to the other. Or you may want to find stillness in your down dog. Really pressing into those hands. Your heels come closer down to the mat. As you let your head relax, maybe we shake our head yes and no. Always ending in a yes for positive measure. So we take a nice big breath in through our nose. Let's open mouth, sigh it out. Beautiful. So we look towards the top of our mat. We'll bring a gentle bend into our knees, lift our heels, and we're going to slowly take little tiny baby steps up towards our wrists. We're coming to ragdoll position. So hanging heavy from the hips. Your arms can either dangle in front of you. Option to interlace opposite elbows and create a little shelf for your head. You may want to sway from side to side here. You may want to sway up and down. Here we're just starting to open up the hamstrings, the backs of the legs, the calves. Here, let's drop our hands towards the mat. Slowly start to roll up one vertebrae at a time, stacking bone on bone on bone. Super slow, like you're walking through honey. And as you come all the way to the top of your mat, you're going to roll your shoulders up and back. And then other way around, out and front. And then we find our mountain pose. So our hands are by our sides, palms face up, really rooting your feet down into the mat. You feel super secure here. And as you go from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head, you're just noticing the energetic engagement in your body. So feet are grounded. You have a lift of your kneecaps. Your quads are strong. You have a tuck of the tailbone, but a belly to spine connection. So core is nice and strong here. Yeah. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your gaze is just straight forward. Maybe close your eyes here. Just take a moment of peace for yourself. And blink your eyes to open. We'll do a modified sun A today. So on an inhale, let's lift our hands high to the sky. Mountain pose. Greet the sun, say good morning. And as we exhale, we're going to fold all the way down. Maybe your hands come to heart center. On an inhale, find a halfway lift. Going to press your hands into your shins or your thighs. And your gaze is slightly forward. Your back is flat. And on the exhale, you come back into your forward fold. Let it go. Inhale, root to rise. You can keep a bend in those knees. Gaze up towards the sun. And as we exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Nice and easy. Inhale, we halfway lift. We reset our mind. And as we exhale, we let it all go. Forward fold. One more time, just like that. Inhale, root to rise. Hands towards the sky. And exhale, we forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift. Nice and proud chest. And exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Beautiful. From here, we're just going to find a nice seat. Back onto our mat. Yeah. Now I feel like we've done a little bit of movement. I feel some beads of sweat forming here. And that's nice. We're getting that serotonin kind of going. So hopefully you feel a little bit better right there just by doing a few minutes of yoga. It doesn't have to be much. It just needs to be mindful and done in a way that is compassionate for your body. And I'd love to maybe end the practice with Shavasana, which we could not miss. That is typically how we end all or any yoga class. And it is both the easiest and the hardest pose, I would say, because all we're doing is laying back onto our backs, nice and long, and we have to remain still. So that's kind of hard. That's a hard. A lot of times our minds are racing, our bodies want to fidget. But we are going to try, at least attempt in our best way to find our Shavasana pose, corpse pose. So when you're ready, you're gonna lay on back, gently, mindfully, all the way down. Our head can rest on the mat. Your arms can be nice and long by your side. Feel free to take up as much space as you need, and then take up some more. As you lay here, your palms can be faced up if you'd like to receive energy, or palms down if you need to really ground yourself. So pick whichever variation resonates with you. Your legs can just flop on out. From here, I'm going to scan from crown of the head down toward toes. Just noticing, can you soften your jaw? Unclick your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Unfurl your eyebrows. How about relaxing your shoulders? Relaxing those arms, each and every finger, and letting your hips really melt down into your mat. Your legs are heavy, they're like dead weight. And all the way down to your toes, everything is relaxed. You're letting go any remaining tension in your body. Here, just breathe naturally. Letting yourself be just as you are. Nothing to do, nothing to change. And if you have more time for your Shavasana, highly encourage. You can even set a timer if that's helpful for you. At least for this video, we're slowly going to come on out of our Shavasana by finding small, little movements in our body. Maybe you're wiggling the fingers, gently brushing your thumb pad to the edges of each and every finger. Maybe you wiggle those toes or roll out the ankles. Possibly finding a nice good morning stretch. Arms can go all the way above your head. You start to arch your back. When you're ready, you can make your way on to either side, left or right, into a mini fetal position. You can use your bottom arm as a little rest for your head. You just make this position nice and restful, feeling like you're back in your mother's womb, back where it all began. You had no worries, no fears. And here we can use that top hand to start to press yourself up to a seated position. Back onto your mat, just like we started our practice this morning. Easy seat, hands can glide towards the tops of those knees. So we have one more opportunity for a nice and long spine. Let's roll those shoulders up and down or back. And then one more big breath together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. A nice and gentle practice. I hope you enjoyed it.